Hey everybody, I'm JJ Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival. So today I'm going to talk to you about the top 17 skill sets for a Minuteman. And you know, I came up with the idea for this because somebody messaged me and they asked me my thoughts. I think it was Mark McClellan, and he said, "Hey, I'm curious as to what you think you should train for. You know, if you were going to talk to your kids and try to kind of start getting them to think about these things, or just as an adult or whatever." And so I just sat down and I started thinking about it. And I'm like, okay, well, these are the things that I would probably recommend that people start to learn about if you want to be able to train, like a Minuteman. Like as if you were fighting against a foreign invader or a tyrannical government or something along those lines. So anyway, I'm sure that there are additional things that I missed because I just kind of put this together pretty quickly. So definitely, if you guys come up with stuff as I'm going through the list, stick those in the comments below. I'm definitely interested to hear what else you would add to this list. So the first one is basic survival skills. If you can't take care of yourself, with regards to water, fire, shelter, and food, then you're not going to be any good to anybody else. Number two is first aid. Trauma care, tourniquet use, self-aid, herbal medicines, improvised first aid, those kind of things. You need to be able to know how to treat yourself and others if you get hurt. Number three is hand-to-hand combat. Self-defense, as far as striking, ground fighting, using edged weapons, batons, a staff, less than lethal options, all that kind of stuff. Because that's kind of the fundamental part of combat, right? Being able to interact with people on a hand-to-hand level. Next one is marksmanship. Pistol, rifle, shotgun, bow, slingshot even could be useful. Not going to kill anybody, but you could use it for distractions. You can use it for hunting, all that kind of stuff. But you need to be able to shoot, move, and communicate. You need to be able to use and shoot from cover properly. You should also look into close quarters battle techniques, intermediate distance shooting, and long range shooting as well. Number five is navigation. This is an important one. Orienting a map, making a 6-point checklist, following a heading, taking a reverse heading, doing triangulation, reading contour lines, reading coordinates, lat long, UTM, MGRS grids, etc. Number six is camouflage and concealment techniques. And if you're wondering, I'm just reading off of my phone here real quick from these notes. Camouflage and concealment techniques for both your personal items, vehicle, equipment, as well as your camp. Number seven is ambush and counter-ambush techniques. Number eight, intelligence collection, reconnaissance, running informants, double agents, analyzing information from multiple sources. This becomes really critical when you're engaged in a long-term kind of conflict. Number nine, military strategy. Underneath this heading, we've got operational planning, unconventional warfare, guerrilla warfare, insurgencies, knowing about insurgencies and how they work, thinking several steps ahead, winning public opinion, logistics, supply chains, work rest cycles, and perimeter defense as well. So there's kind of a lot under that whole military strategy thing, but that is a key piece to being able to win over the long term. Number 10 is group sanitation, latrines, showers, clothes washing, just general sanitation of your camp and yourself in general. Sanitation-related diseases are a big contributor in third world countries to people dying in conflicts and stuff like that and taking people out of the fight. So that's a good one. Number 11 is communication, both interpersonal as well as with radio, radios, knowing the line of sight, different antenna setups, tactical hand signals, ground-to-air signals, and even potentially Morse code could be useful. Number 12, traps, booby traps, man traps, deadfalls, pitfalls, punji sticks, etc. Knowing how to make use of traps effectively. Number 13, sabotage techniques, rendering vehicles inoperable, contaminating fuel, food, and water supplies, etc. Number 14, prisoner operations, restraints, separation, interrogation, care and feeding of prisoners. Those could all be really critical. Number 15, off-road driving techniques. Trucks, ATVs, motorcycles, dirt bikes, vehicle recovery operations. How do you, if you get something stuck, how do you get it out? Knowing how to use snatch straps, using winches, flip-flop winch, etc. Number 16, escape and evasion principles on foot. Gray man techniques, lock-picking, escaping restraints, handcuffs, road and fence crossings, evasive driving techniques, hot wiring cars, tracking, counter-tracking, escaping dogs, etc., etc. And number 17 is counter-surveillance and surveillance detection. Know how to lose surveillance, know how to detect if you're being followed, know how to follow without them detecting you on both foot and vehicle, and individually as well as a team. So anyway, those are just, like I said, the 17 main skill sets with some, sub-items underneath them. I'd love to know what I left out. There are a couple of really obvious items that I did leave out on purpose. But, go ahead and throw those in the comments below, and let's see what you guys can come up with as well. As always, guys, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And thank you very much for those people who've been using my Amazon link. I have noticed a difference, and it really does help. So that link is in the description below, as always. So if you guys have any questions, you'd like to hear my opinion or my thoughts on stuff like this, then let me know in the comments below or send me a private message. I'm interested to hear from you, and I would love to try to give you my perspective on things. So anyway, guys, take care and stay safe. We'll see you on another video here soon.